Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and Black Ice version 12. And where we left off, we were getting ready to invade Poland, and I have done a little bit of reorganization work off camera. Now, part of that is because, unfortunately, I broke my wrist on my dominant hand a few weeks ago. I've actually had surgery and a metal plate implanted, so I'm having to take things really slow, but I did want to do a little bit of at least something while I was doing my recovery, which is still ongoing, and I just did a little bit of organizational stuff off camera. Now, from a standpoint of where we're at the moment, I would probably say, from a standpoint of how we've built things up, this isn't 100% how I would normally do things. I've been probably a bit more lax on the Army and the Air Force than usual, and I might have put a little bit too much into the Navy, although it is quite nice having a few naval units, to be completely honest with you. And we've got some ships in a few different areas to hopefully be a bit of an irritation as required. Now, when it comes to kind of like the standard build-up and things, we've got enough forces effectively to deal with Poland. And deal with it relatively handily, especially with the air support that we've got to play with. Where the difficulties will come in will be keeping track, really, to make sure that we take advantage of any breakthroughs and things, because we just don't have the amount of units to kind of do that. And I think France is going to be a little bit more difficult. I don't think we're at the point where we'd get stonewalled, because we've got more than enough units to do France as well. But when we get to the Soviets, we're going to want to have made sure we've built up. Now, I am building a little bit of a... In fact, we don't need that many Marine divisions, in fact. Let's just... I don't know why I was building 6. Probably 3 for 4 landing crafts, probably enough. Yeah, we just needed to build up a couple of Marine divisions to go help with taking Norway, because we need some landing craft to get up towards Narvik to take that. Bergen and Oslo should be relatively straightforward to grab, but some of the others are a little bit more complicated. And for that purpose, we do have several fleets set up and ready to go, and we've even got like a little light cruiser fleet. And in fact, yeah, so we've got already like the long range ships, which, to be honest with you, will be the ones that we'll probably use to take on Oslo when the time comes, and then we'll use the other landing forces, so this group of 4 and 4, to take on Bergen and things. We could even do it in stages, to be honest. That might even be a good idea to do. But yeah, that's going to be the plan as it stands. And yeah, the invasion of Poland. So we've organized our army into kind of 4 or 3 different groups, as well as a group for defending the area in the Western Front. Now, it's mainly garrisons and a few things over here. We do have some... Where are they? Oh, in fact, you need a commander. Let's give you a nice old guard, because you're in a fort location. That'll do. And then, yeah, so we do have 3 infantry divisions here that I would like to free up once we get more garrisons online, because every little really helps. And I am building up some tank forces here with some of the units that I've upgraded, and we're going to be building some additional elements for these guys pretty soon. And we've started on some fortress busters as well, and I have been reading the comments in relation to like what we think we need to build and stuff. And yeah, there's a few things that we need to upgrade in due time. Things like where we have artillery, right? We'll want to upgrade that to be SP artillery as much as possible. You know, little things like that. Same thing with like anti-tank and anything along those kinds of lines. But yeah, it should be a relatively easy walkover of Poland. So, especially given the fact that we're going to have massive air superiority. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trigger... we're going to do 1 day forwards and trigger it on the 10th. And I'm projecting this battle, or this part of the war, to take probably about 2 weeks. as long as all things go to plan. They're spread very thin because of the amount of units that we've got kind of all over the border and the like. And yeah, I received a few comments saying we're at war. We're not at war. So if we find ourselves wherever we are, we're not at war with anyone, because I specifically went back, so maybe this didn't come across in the editing. I tried taking Latvia, you know, as early as I was trying to, in an attempt to, yeah, to not lose effectively anything, and gain this land before any events could happen and the like. But that just wasn't working because the UK was declaring war on us. So yeah, I purposely went back in time, settled for Lithuania, and thought to myself, we'll come back to this later once we're at war. So we are going to invade this probably once we've taken Poland, because it should be relatively quick to knock both of these out. But yeah, that'll be the grand plan. And I'm hoping that if I take all of the lands that are present, that effectively the Soviets can't get it. That's the aim at least, but we'll see. I'm hoping that we'll at least hold on to Lithuania. But yeah, that remains to be seen. Okay, so we are going to kick things into gear then. So, Danzig or war, the last chance for peace. And it is war. So we declare war on Poland, and there's a few things we need to look at before we kind of jump headlong into this. So, we've got a few decisions to do. And I don't think we need to requisition any more ships, to be completely honest with you. We've got a pretty sizable navy. I would say we're probably good to go. So, requisition ships, we're going to say no need. Don't need the IC drop at the moment. And we've got Blitzkrieg, Home Front, Synthetic Plant, and Redirect Our Manpower. So, the first one is Redirect Our Manpower. And to be honest with you, more factory workers really wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, because it would help some of our stuff get produced a little bit more quickly. But it is a sizable amount of manpower. I'm not going to do it this year, but next year I might do it. We've then got Homefront and Synthetic Plant. So the Synthetic Plant is worthwhile because that amount of supplies to gain coal liquidation ain't a bad thing, and I think that will unlock a tech. So eventually, yeah. So coal liquidation, whatever. It's one of these. It might be even a hidden one, but we want to get down to like this advanced resource substitution one, where you just get effectively a little bonus for everything, and then Blitzkrieg and the Home Front. So, Home Front and Blitzkrieg. So, Blitzkrieg is just a bonus. Wartime measures will net us 100 manpower, 500 officers, 250 rare materials, and 500 metal for the loss of 5,000 supply. We'll lose 500 money and we'll gain 2 dissent. But it will make everything better. And what we would like to do, if we can, is I'd like us to go along to, yeah, so first, yeah, so sorry, I'm just getting back into the swing of things. Right, so Afghanistan, yeah, we'll lower your neutrality. Do we need to lower anyone else's neutrality? So I think Bulgaria, unless I'm mistaken, you're already, like, itching to join the faction. You're just kind of, it's an alignment issue. Yeah, so we can switch off from the other one and maybe go over to support the ruling party. Iran, I think we're still working on. Romania, I believe, yeah, yours is an alignment issue as well. So again, we can switch off that and we can support, yeah, we're already supporting our party, that's good. And then, yeah, we're disrupting the national unity now in the Soviet Union because they've gotten to that point. Let's have a look at politicians. So, I think we keep Mr. AH in place, and the same thing with Rudolf Hess. Goering still serves a purpose because of the 4-year plan. The leadership modifier I'm not against. Yeah, because we don't have any. Yeah, we don't have any kind of resource aspect. So yeah, happy with that. The crime fighter. Is there anyone here that would be better? Yeah, there's no one that like jumps out at me. And then yeah, we've got the industrial specialist there, Fritz Balin. So now the real question becomes: combat movement speed from Mr. Beck is probably worthwhile, so we will switch over to him. Both of these guys are worthwhile doing, and then Raider and Goering will just keep in place. So we're getting a movement modifier there on our military. We're going to move in with several of our divisions, and yeah, we will lead the way like so. And then yeah, let's use... Oh, you don't have a commander. That's unfortunate. Every now and then you get events and things that ruin that command stuff. So let's attack with you there, and we'll go... Yeah, we'll just both kind of lead an attack there. We're going to use our motorized divisions and things to cut through here, and then we've got a load of infantry to help push in that direction. And then yeah, we've got a load of armor and things for use in this area. Let's use you and you there. Let's push through with both of those units, and then a nice push here. Okay, then we've got this area in this part of the world, so we can support attack with you and push there with that division. That flak regiment isn't really worth anything combat wise, but these are all plains, and we could apply a tiny bit of pressure to the north of Warsaw. So I think we will do that, unless... Yeah, I think we will do that. Then we've got some infantry under Stuma here, and then let's hit with you. Let's go with you, and then yeah, let's use both of those to take this location here, so Suwaki. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use that unit, and that unit accordingly. And then we're going to pick and choose our battles with our Air Force. So we're going to keep it on speed 2. And this is mainly because of my arm, so I apologise in advance. When I said... I don't know if I had some sort of weird foretelling of what I was... You know, some of the problems I was expecting in this campaign, but... yeah, I don't know. When I said it was going to be a slow campaign, I didn't expect it to be because of my dodgy arm. So that's a bit rubbish. Right, so we're going to start doing some ground attack work over here. And then we can do the same with that division there. And also there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of air superiority in this part of the world. And then, yeah, we do have some medium bombers that, you know what, we're going to target with those guys right there. Okay, anywhere down here where we're not doing so well. So that little urban centre there will do some work. And... yeah, we're not currently being bombed anywhere, so that's positive. Oh, and yeah, laws. So still, you know, repression at the moment wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, because it would reduce some of that issue And our ruling party isn't too bad at the moment. Let's drop that down to repression. We can go on to 3-year draft. We can go on to war economy now. And heavy industry emphasis. Propaganda press is the best for us. Same thing with like specialist training. And then, yeah, do we want to go on to anything else? I mean, a little bit of repair speed isn't the worst thing in the world, but I don't want to lose any IC, so yeah, we'll do that. And then on the 11th, everything should organize itself. And we are doing some pretty damn good work. We did have, I believe, yeah, we did have that group there, and we're going to use them to help deal with this pesky little unit here, and some victories. So, some good victories as well. Happy days. Once we've moved into Gdynia, that will be massively helpful. Right, yeah, so Ostral Wilpulski, yep, that was that one where we were bombing it with the tacticals. We are being caught a little bit, but our fighters have turned up now for defense, so that's good. Okay, so we're up to 11% IC efficiency. So that's a pretty major improvement, to be honest with you, up from the 5%. So that should be helping our units massively. And we just had a load of stuff finish up. So there's a little bit of organizational stuff to do. And yeah, our supply situation is lacking a little bit, but that should settle down. And that small push is helping. So let's move you up a little bit. Like so, that's good to me. Okay, and then, yeah, we're going to hit straight into Danzig, I think. So just won a major victory. So, Vikborg, and we actually caused the unit to shatter, which is kind of cool. And, yeah, we can immediately kick into gear with you, and then we'll move you into Danzig, and we'll move you around. So that helps kick things off. We're on our way in this part of the world. And yeah, the objective over here is Grodno and Vilno. That is the main objective in this part of the world. And yeah, we could use some cavalry around there a little bit, just to lend a hand. Let's click on to down to here, and then let's see if we can't just open up a little bit of a push in that part of the world. And aha! We have caught some ships. We sunk 3 torpedo boats in that engagement. That's not bad. And yeah, that infantry division is really struggling. So what we can do now is we can move up that garrison unit, and we in fact are going to attack with this division here to see if we can't break through. And we just got rocket build time, which means we just took another unit there. Right, and then let's move you that way, and then we'll get you to go down there. You to go there, and then that motorized division is going to help close that pocket there. Then we're going to move over the river here. And we're going to pivot these divisions towards Warsaw. Yeah, okay, good. It's so good, even. Okay, that looks positive. And then, if we wanted, we could try and get that flak regiment to lend a hand there, and then help close that off, but it wouldn't be massively needed. So we'll attack with both of those divisions across there. You've managed to get over. Yeah, and we're going to hold off with that attack. And then we'll support attack with both of these. And then hopefully we'll take Brodenecker. Right, so we'll take that there. We'll take you in that direction. And we'll take the Panzers down there. That looks good to me. And yeah, we are really winning that battle. Over at Danzig. Okay, so Lodz, Krakow, Warsaw, and Danzig. So they're all within striking distance. The same thing with Grodno. So hopefully we'll be able to take that. And then once we've taken this, we've pretty much got everything under control, really. And yeah, I do see a little tiny victory. In Vilno, and I am intrigued about the possibility of starting some bombing runs actually over here. So we'll start doing some ground attacks. And we'll see whether or not we can't maybe try and dislodge that unit there. They're being counterattacked, which is slowing them down just a tiny bit, but the bombing and things should turn that division to dust fairly quickly. And yeah, you just broke through there, that's good. And then you can keep up the attack. Okay, and then we will use both of you there to take Poznan. And then we'll use that motorized unit there to cut north. So Australia's gone into the Allies. Boo. Okay. Alright, just seen... I just saw it, I was like, there's an uprising that's just happened. And... yeah, okay. So there's some bombing happening that didn't come up on the thingy-mabobby. Right, so air intercept there, please. And then the same thing... yeah, it happens quickly when you're least expecting it. Okay, yep, so let's get those bombers. That's causing them some problems. And I can see our supply situation is dismal. So we're gonna change that. Make it so that we're gaining 2,500 per day. Tiny bit more. Yeah, there we go, that'll do. Okay, and then we can actually keep that attack going and move towards Plock, which is a Pollock, which is a great sounding place. And then, yeah, you're looking good. Okay, so we just won the battle over there. So that's at Lodz. So at that location, that's like the gateway really into Warsaw. So if you can take that, you kind of take everything. You want to offer us fuel, but don't think we want to do that. And then, yeah, that's just help seal that battle in our favor. So yeah, we should start to see our supply situation improve pretty quickly. Mexico, no. And we can organize the Greater Deutschland, and we shall do that. And then let's actually use that infantry division to go that way, and then let's keep using the these rugged mountain divisions to go the other direction, because we're closing in on Krakow, so some of our first objectives are nearly done. And aha, some armor decided to come in, because of course it did. Okay, so small little encirclement that's happened there. Nothing too much to think about. And yeah, lots of tiny counterattacks going on across the piece. We're going to actually use you to help support that division there. And we think that we've been able to turn around some of the bombing runs. Right, so we've got a lot more zinc. And yeah, I'm needing to funnel a little bit more leadership in the right way. So spotting's at 41. We don't need to be doing that. Machine gun positions, sure. Is there any other 38, like, kind of... Yeah, it looks like we're doing all of the 39 level tech, so we're doing back round to the 1940 level. Ah, there's a first aid one there. That's worthwhile. Let's take a little bit out of there. Let's bring it down to 2,000. So 75% of our production budget. It's like doing the pump at the station. You gotta like get it to the exact penny. I'll do. Okay, and yeah, let's use that infantry like so to help push up. And then from here, we're going to use those motorized divisions. And we're actually going to wheel them directly towards Warsaw. Okay, so you're going to move towards Lodz. You're going to head around that way as well and attack it from the south. Same thing with you. You're going to go straight on, and then yeah, we're going to hit it from all of those directions at once. And yeah, we're beating back that tiny little counter-attack that was causing us problems. And that Danzig battle has taken its time, but I think we got it. That's good. So that frees up the division to head that way. And then we can use you to clean all of this up. Good. Okay. So South Africa's just come into the Allies. Well, hey. You've got everyone in the world against you. We just won the battle over there at Grodno. So, alright, there's Polish Corridor, which gives us a little bit extra. And then, yeah, we can pump a little bit more there. And we actually have another little bit of IC due out soon. So that's something. Keep all the production up. And we definitely got enough officers for now, so we're in a good place. They're already at 48.4% on their surrender progress. So I think once we take Krakow, Lodz, and Grodno, you know, that might be enough of itself. We might not even need Warsaw. Possibly we will, but equally we might not. Right, let's support attack with you. And yeah, we're on the outskirts of the capital. Okay, and yeah, the light divisions making their way over. They've fought a stubborn defense, and yeah, I like the fact our planes are starting to... Yeah, they went for Dusseldorf. A bit though, but they went predominantly for Dusseldorf, so need to get that repair speed going. Okay, and there we go, we just took that one. And we can, yeah, keep a little push going around there. And we're pretty much on time with reality. And Iran, aha, welcome. There we go. It's good to have you on board. So we're expanding the presence of our kind of like anti-Comintern group, which is bloody good news. And there must be more bombing happening somewhere. No, that all looks safe. And that's building up as well. No, it all looks over there. Yeah, I see it. Okay, and our motorized is moving quite quickly. So where are you at now? Oh, 87%. Okay, so yeah, with the fall of Krakow, that might be enough to do it. So if we move to surround that area, we might be able to lay it on thick. Let's use some of you. Oh, unless we can't. You're now out of range. That's a bit lame. Okay. We do have still, I believe, yeah, von Richthofen's group and he should have, yeah, he's got some range. So let's do some ground attack there with them. And then we can support it with these interceptors to do air superiority in the same location. Okay, and there's a bit of convoy warfare going on now. So, what have we got? So, Kankeli, we can cancel that. So, you, and you, and the Iranian one as well. And I think that's probably this one. Yeah, so we'll cancel those, and then the others will keep running, because they're handled by other people. And yeah, let's try and locate the naval assets. Hopefully, eventually, we will see them. And home front focus. So, home front focus is at 1940, so I think we just keep that running. Some more infantry creation, so 72nd Division, let's create that. And then funnel a little bit more into our production queue. And yeah, that we are easily breaking this, to be honest. Expected a little bit more out of Poland, considering my extremely depleted units. Yeah, they don't have any hope of knocking us back. And there's a little tiny pocket there that's being ripped apart. I wander over to here. Do you? No, you don't. Jesus. How about if we rebase you to here? Any better? Yeah, you can get involved there if we do that, so that's something. Okay, and we're gaining a little tiny bit more research as we go. Okay, so we managed to catch their units there. Let's go get the rest. It's not the strongest navy in the world, this, but it will do the job. And then there's Saar Louise. Our fighters are more than a match, apparently, for the French fighters, so that's good. Let's try and help there, and then yeah, let's move in this direction. And yeah, let's try and make a little push there. Okay, and I'm waiting for the Soviets to... Oh, no, they are attacking. Ah, okay. And, aha, Krakow. So we didn't even need Warsaw. Whoa. Interesting. So, in the space of 10 days, we have completely obliterated Poland. There we go, a load of victories. So, yeah, no more Poland. And in fact, we've taken such a advanced position by doing it this quickly that the Soviets, bless them, are just not having the greatest of times. We took... They literally were able to move probably 1 or 2 provinces forwards in that intervening period. And we can upgrade the 22nd Division, so make it a landing division, and I say, why the hell not? Let's do it. Put a little bit more into production. And Battle of the Eastern Baltic currently going on. Another glorious turkey shoot. Okay, and yeah, now focus and things ongoing. Let's try and move those units up. And then, yeah, let's get all of our units back to their starting positions. So, the 1st Army, let's get you back to your starting position here. The 4th Army, let's get you back to your starting point here. And the same thing with this army here too. We got 2 4th... Oh, we do. That's confusing. And then, yeah, let's stop the attacks with our air forces. Okay, good. That's a lot more organized now. Okay, Phuket. Why is that being... Okay. So that'll be, yeah, a trade with Siam. I'll just close that one off and take ownership of captured mines. Don't mind if I do. So it folded like a house of cards, to be honest. Like, the extent of our advance wasn't massive, but we took kind of all of the key, like, cities and areas. And yeah, let's honor the pact. Let's not be, you know, douchebags. Let's be fine friends to the Soviets for now. And the Iraqis have tried to return to our faction or join us. Right, we're going to drop a save here. I want the game to crash on me when I click the air map mode. And aha. Okay, yeah, there's a tiny little aggravating attack going on up there, which that'll be the Brits varying their attack plans. And then, yeah, our divisions are nearly in place. Now, what I would say is we did the majority of the fighting, so we should have had more, but I will not complain. We made a pact. We will honor it. We are an honorable nation, he says, whilst playing Germany in World War II. Right, so, northeastern Baltic. So, we've got a couple of destroyers and torpedo boats. There's a transport ship, some annoying little submarines. We are well and truly doing the job. Effectively, we want to have our ships identify and destroy all of the Baltic fleet of Poland, so that none of it would... I mean, some of it's going to go to the UK via our event, but I'm just, through role-playing, we want to blow up all of the Polish ships in the Baltic and deny them any form of escape. Okay. And we are building up a decent amount of supplies. Once we get to 5,000, I'll be happy. Okay, now the real question is... Yeah, so we've got some divisions here that we can free up in a minute, I would say. probably along with a core HQ for them. You're nearly back. Let's get you into there. Yeah, let's have you actually go that way. I don't want you to stay in Soviet territory. Just go back in slow-mo mode, please. Alright, let's put you in Warsaw. Okay, so Tactical Air Command, Naval Strike Tactics. So a couple of air techs finishing up. So tactical's good. The naval air tactics will let go. Combat medicine to get some more casualty trickle back. That's good. And then, yeah. The Blucher will be out soon, and then our naval assets will be fully built. I don't want fuel, I'm afraid. But what I would like to do is a little bit of convoy raiding. So, we have our coastal submarines here that are relatively modern. And we are going to do a little bit of damage, if we can, in the Mediterranean. We're not going to launch any of our assets yet from the North Sea. We're going to hold off on that. And then we're going to have a little look at the diplomatic situations. So, we've got Iran. Afghanistan is drifting towards the Comintern, but a little bit towards the Axis. And we only need 4 things, so I think that one's relatively soon that we'll be there. Right, we've got you back. So hopefully the units Implore supply will return to normality in the following month. We're currently trading away 1.85 metal. And that's making us be negative. So Bulgaria, I'm sorry, but I don't want negative metal production, please. So we're going to hold off on that. Okay, and I see another naval battle. Okay, so the Hessen is firing on ORP Krakowiak. And it sunk it. And our torpedo boats are firing on the Hessing, but failing. And you're firing on, yeah, the Sabik. Okay, good. Some of the submarines are struggling. And some of our own ships are starting to do a little bit of convoy damage, which is also very nice. So, nearly done this. We're about to break contact with them. Let's move north, follow them along. We're down to 1 transport ship and some submarines. Okay, and we're going to bring this up to, like, to the point where we're getting like 1,500 a day. That's good, so that we're doing 90% of our budget. Okay, and we are sinking a load of convoys. So, we'd give them 12 money for some rares. You know what? We will do that trade. Thank you, Netherlands. And then hopefully we'll be waiting for those lovely subs to arrive in a moment. And we are doing a number on them. It's been fairly effective. Well, that's mainly an infantry army, so I would be more interested in sending you up to go do the business. In this part of the world, please. We will strategically redeploy those units from there up towards here, and then we will take Latvia and Estonia back to back. So they've done well so far, these submarines. I mean, you only need to sink, like, because they don't cost a great deal. Pardon me. They take a lot longer to build, but you only need to sink, you know, to kind of like pay for themselves on the regular. It's not a great deal that you need to do. Okay, so we're nearly doing a full production queue. It's just October 25th for the Blucher that we're waiting on now. And these Marines will be done in May. The landing craft for them will be done in March though, so we should be on schedule-ish. Ish. I would say, for an invasion of Norway. It might be a little bit delayed, but it'll be ish on schedule. So, yeah, Bay of Naples. We're a scourge on shipping at the moment. And, I mean, there's a pretty large amount of divisions kind of being, I would say, pulled into different areas, which is good. The USA, yeah, would be responsible for the convoy, therefore we're happy to do that. Trade. And yeah, you are quickly making your way north for us to invade the Baltic nations. So we've managed to sink one transport and no escorts. That's good. Oh, they've got a little uprising in Ibiza. It's Party Island. Okay, and we are starting to get some of our industrial capacity back online as well, which is good news. And we're not subject to... Oh yeah, we are being subjected to the event spawn reduction at the moment, which is a bit crap. And aha, we've caught some of you bastards. Oh, and more. Tsar Louise. Okay, so that's a fighter-related battle, though. Okay. And then at Dusseldorf. Yeah, they're not looking too good. Okay, this is a big positive. I wonder if they've fled up here, though. This Polish merchant marine. So our fighters are definitely a match for the German fighters at the moment, which is good news. Okay, and then they had some strategic bombers. Oh, babe. That is filthy. Okay, so I'm expecting Dusseldorf to rebuild itself fairly quickly. You're at level 9 now. Is there anywhere where we don't need to build anything? So, like, Dortmund, you're at your last level. That's fine. Hamburg. Yeah, you're building up, that's fine. Saarbrücken. Okay, I don't like the amount of damage that we're taking over here, that's for sure. Let's do a little bit more in that part of the world. But yeah, you're okay to keep building. Dortmund, Breslau. Breslau? Yeah, you're okay. Nuremberg. Yeah, that's fine. And then Schweifert, which I can never pronounce properly. And that one's okay as well. Yeah, that all looks positive. Just waiting for the event now around like claiming the land. So managed to sink. Snow begins to fall. Okay, winning that fighter battle. Which fighters are currently struggling though? Yeah, it's you. Let's take you off frontline service for a moment. So, we're going to get back the Greater Reich. And we will take the police division. And it does sound like a good idea. We've got a synthetics center up and running. And what are we interested in saving or not saving? So, I don't think we need to do petrol. No. So we'll build Henschel and Son. And the Alderhorst. And we'll get some trains. I don't think we need either of these, so we're going to hold off on that. We could do some extra supplies. So we will definitely try and go for that. Just gained cores on all of the territory, including here up to... We're not that far away from Warsaw, really, when it comes to that, so that's pretty good. And I think this is all of the core lands pretty much retaken, with the exception of Alsace-Lorraine. And convoy raiders still doing a bloody good job. Okay, so last party conference, bit on food rationing, so we'll give a starting XP bonus, I think, for our units now. Let's do this one, and then let's say not right now to both of them to remove the descent. Let's do low yield, and then yeah, if we were to do too bad for peace, the last party conference. Okay, so we've just seen us gain a load more resource, so now we can do pretty much everything. Happy days. Okay, we've got more than enough railway guns at the moment. Let's move them over there, and then let's think about how we want to attack to take out Latvia and Estonia. I think it'll just be an attack on a wide front. Attack Riga, attack whatever this one's called, Daugavpils, yeah, that's the one. Riga, Sigulda. If we can take kind of those two pretty quickly, then that'll do the job. Thinking we might want to reorganize where we want our ships to be, so let's rebase you there. And then, yeah, let's rebase you there. And then let's send out you to a slightly different location. Let's do some convoy raiding around Malta. Because they've done about a 2-week raid, which feels like enough time to be out at sea. to defend yourself. Okay, and come on, Blucher. Finish up already. Right, expand our research centers. We will build that location. And then we've got a puppet industrial focus for Slovakia, and we'll concentrate on their army. Let's get their army as large as possible. So, Romania then. You're drifting towards the Allies at the moment. Or, sorry, the Axis at the moment. So you're coming towards us, that's good. And the same thing, hopefully, with Afghanistan. Yeah, you are drifting towards us, that's good. Bulgaria. So you've lost your anger with us, so that's good as well. So should have the Balkan countries and Afghanistan in with the faction very quickly. We can then start to work on Saudi Arabia and Yemen, along with Iraq. And yeah, hopefully this will throw them off a little bit. Now, I don't think we need to do the scrap metal drive, to be honest. I think I'm going to say no to that and get rid of a little bit more of that dissent. And there we go, Afghanistan. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Okay. So we've got a pretty broad front now. So machine gun positions. So where did we get up to? So we're doing a load of 40 techs there. Doing everything that we'd want to be doing there. Same thing on armor, special forces, anti-tank, armor. Oh, welded plate armor construction. We definitely want to be on top of that. Okay, and yeah, you've nearly made it. Let's reposition you, and then let's get the police division over there as well, into Krakow. Let's get like the major industrial centers kind of under control. Okay, 4th Division, get you in there. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit more organized. Okay, so the Alderhorst. Now, what I want to do with you is I want to use you to free up a couple of extra infantry divisions, because we're going to use infantry to probably predominantly take the Dutch lands, and then we're after just some tank units really to help spearhead a push to take out Paris. Okay, and how are we doing over here? So Dortmund's good, Essen's good, Dusseldorf is building up slowly, Holm's good, yeah, you're okay, Saar-Louise, Saarbrücken's rebuilding, you're rebuilding, Bitburg's rebuilding, not being attacked at Frankfurt, Nuremberg, or this one, that one's okay. Then Leah, which was under attack, looks like it's okay for now. That all looks good. And oh, that's problematic. So some battleships have caught us, which, to be honest with you, isn't the worst thing in the world. Right, we will create some convoy raiders. Okay, although we're at 43 again, which doesn't really make a great deal of sense, because we just saw that we were defending our skies pretty easily. I wish it would highlight here all the air combat, because it doesn't look like it is, and it's very irritating when it doesn't highlight it. There is like a where's like that event thing that shows like the events that are happening in the world, like play by play. That's the one. Something like that. It's one of these. Okay, we're gonna, I think, lose some ships here. Which is a bit rubbish. Especially after the first one was doing so. Although, it's gone to 2, so you know what? We might be okay. We might be able to get them back to port and safe. We might even be able to rehome them in... Yeah, okay. Let's take you and bring you over to Turkey so that you can repair there. Right, so propaganda broadcasts. A rage, hit the rants. Additional supply production or 20% IC. Ooh. 20% IC would be, really useful. Tennenberg. Yeah, let's do that. So that's another garrison unit that's going to free up another infantry. I think we got the one we wanted. Happy days. In fact, let's put a little bit into consumer goods because you can start to get rid of that tiny bit of dissent that we've got left. Okay, and how are we doing? 57 hours, so we'll probably earmark the invasion to start in around October. Okay, please rebuild quickly. Yeah, it's slow. It's slowly getting there. Okay, so there's some more infantry. There's a load of trains here, which I'm gonna put, I think, over towards this area and have them on garrison duty. Then these divisions will help form up down here, and they'll start to form the nucleus of a new army group. And then, yeah, so 29 hours, 33. So yeah, most of them will come online in the next day or so. Then we can set about taking Latvia and Estonia. Hurrah. And let's disconnect you, put you over here. Let's disconnect you, put you over here, and then it's just that one division there that's going to be left that we're going to look after. Okay, we just had 11 IC get freed up. Let's put a little bit more into consumer goods. Not AI control, for the love of God. This is where my dodgy hand comes in. There we go, 4 over there. Okay, we can start thinking about what we want to use to build up these units now. Okay, the next hour. So most of them are coming online. So yeah, they're all good to go with the exception of you. So let's take this group and move you over towards here. Let's take that group and move you towards here. Let's take those infantry and go over there. Let's take this group and go there. Then let's take you and move you there. And then that will be a nicely organized little grouping, and they should move fairly quickly because they've all just reorganized. We've got a load of supply, back up to 43 on the old heavy IC amount. And you at -5 a day? No, it's still 4. And yeah, with Afghanistan in as well, that really does expand out the multitude of options that we have. We effectively can move units all the way from Turkey through to Afghanistan, which is not too shabby if we wanted to do it, which, to be honest with you, we don't at the moment. But if we wanted to, we could. Our units are pretty quick, you know, considering. And I think I'm going to call it an episode here. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. We've invaded and decapitated Poland. In the next episode, we are going to consider an invasion of Latvia and also Estonia, and we're going to start getting our divisions ready for the invasion of the West. So thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next episode. Thanks again. Bye-bye.